Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on.
Y'all niggas done?
Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken.
Everybody. He had a free throw.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive.
I apologize to Spider for real.
Kickoff team out there, ready to rumble for this college football playoff game.
Like, come on, Jazz, other than him, ass.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch.
Exactly.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Adams. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
And
he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Get that big dog.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Offense operating from the pistol. Hands off to the left. In the clear at the 25. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time. NC State has moved into the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. NC State lines up first and goal. Now here's the toss play.
They're good.
Solid
So you
tackle, able to get
run
him
away
down.
from them. The only thing
A
I'm
pretty
giving
good
you.
push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing second and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And the defense brings him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the second down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He's past the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. It was a foot race, and he won it. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They go with a direct snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Punt near the sideline. It's Smothers.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That shit don't matter, huh? Don't just keep on just fucking getting right up the middle.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. And there's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Fair catch made at the 40. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He fires it. He's got it for a big gain.
Get the fuck.
Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line's doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Makes a quick catch. Goes down after making the grab. It's not going to be enough for a 1st down.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Nigga, I'm fucking pushing this shit to the outside, bro. They still fucking throw it.
Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
Like right to the middle.
And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run.
Incredible fucking
job. Runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
I mean, you put a play lock on him, man. Upset. Three play locks.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. QB to the tight end for a completion. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Oh, and he's in. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, NC State. Here's the point after attempt. They make the extra point. They trail now 28-10. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Catch made on the right side. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Play action here on first down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's going to be way off. The receiver was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll test the right side here.
Because that's the only thing that's working.
Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. On first down, it's play action. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
NC State now operating in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, North Carolina State. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
Puts
bro.
the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Stop that fucking line.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun.
Oh, man.
Tackle behind the line.
This shit actually worked this time, huh?
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Direct snap to the back.
No.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer.
He's running the ball, man. You cannot pass.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now it's second down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Yeah, you want to do your direction because you're tired? What's in this order?
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll feed the back again. Powering through. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Yeah,
breaks loose at the 40. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can.
Come down.
Ball back.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. They're very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Spins away from defenders. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First and 10 now for the offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll work the clock here with their running game. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time, they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
They'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Ninth the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. We go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing.